fair fine, and you're welcome to Kintra. It's grand to have you listening in, joining in our celebration of all things Ulster Scots. So Willie, you've been to Stormont to find out more.
This was an event that has been going on for 13 odd years. The Ulster Scots Agency has been providing tuition in snare drumming, bagpiping, Lambeg drumming and drum major. Like, there was something like 700 Waynes this year alone had all those different types of tuition, and this was their big night, getting their certificates up in Stormont. I've got Michelle McIlveen with me. Now Michelle, you're actually the host of this event tonight, the OCN, the RSPBA presentation of certificates.
I'm delighted to host it every year. We had 3 evenings there with the piping and drumming, and tonight we have Lambegs and the drum majors. And of course it's brilliant to see young people then taking this up, because you really do hope that they will then get involved in bands and that will then be the legacy of this project.
Well, this is the 13th year of the presentations, and do you see these sort of events over the past lot of years, are they getting bigger?
Well, I think what it does show is that there is a real appetite, and obviously you want to encourage it, and it's starting in the schools. And there's also great leadership within each of those schools too, because they're obviously encouraging the young people to get involved. So I think that's something which is really positive. We need to encourage that even more.
Ulster Scots music and culture is alive and well, do you think?
Well, I think so, but maybe it's because I love it, and I'm hoping then that others will too, because I don't think there's anything as great as actually seeing a band on the road, and particularly then going to see them whenever they're in competition.
This is going to keep going for another 13 years and maybe more.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Edward Craig is the head of music in Carrick Grammar. How on earth did your school get involved with Ulster Scots tuition, and particularly Lambeg drum?
About 20 years ago we managed to get ourselves a Lambeg drum with a wee bit of funding. And once you've got one of those and you bring it out every year for a wee bit of cultural and world music with the year 9s normally, and they all get a wee go at having a bladder on it. A couple of years ago we managed to get a dozen or more involved at learning the little rhythms, because to most of them the Lambeg drum just sounds like a rackety noise in the background until you start to listen and they realise that they actually can do it. It's the same way that they learn any other rhythms in the classroom, usually with words, and then the rhythm comes naturally, and they seem to enjoy it. And then we ran it another year. It's after school, so the noise isn't just as disruptive to the exam hall or anything like that. So
when you hear that sort of, you were talking about the rhythms there, they become confusion, or is it they take naturally to?
I think they take naturally to it. Many of them may not have been involved with the usual fare of choirs and orchestras and bands. That really engaged a different group of pupils, but then at the same time there were those that were drummers or interested in drumming, or pianists or trumpet players who wanted to take a different route. Socially they were mixing with a different group of people, which is always good, and they all seem to really enjoy it. So
it's just a wee bit more diversity in their sort of musical career in school, really.
Absolutely. So it does tie into what we teach in the classroom as well. We value all the music of Ireland, and we try to say that in their family background, where they come from, what has made them who they are, that has come from maybe grandparents, and it feels a wee bit removed until they lift the canes and they give it a go. It really does enrich, bring it home to them that this is part of their culture, and whatever background they come from, it's part of what makes us in Northern Ireland. Is the Lambeg drum. It's a fantastic instrument.
You're saying all the right things here.
We even had it where we've brought it into the school concert and brought it into the folk group, and we've had Lambeg drums then backing up audience singing along with wee folk tunes and what have you. So if anybody was interested in any sort of music, I'll take them. The Lambeg drum's part of that.